Hello everyone, here I am in the most daggy clothes. I have no makeup on my face. This is not the video I was intending to film today, but oh my god, I have a lot to say. Okay, so without naming names and like throwing someone under the bus, because I'm not about that. This video is a full intent. It's like a react video without telling you who I'm reacting to. I don't want to cause drama because the person that I'm talking about, I'm sure what they're talking about probably works for them, but it was the way they went about talking about what they talked about that really pissed me off. So last night, I was scrolling on through all my Instagram stories and this person's Instagram story came up. And they posted a rant about counting calories and how counting calories is not good for you and how they don't recommend it and how it's so restrictive and they got so obsessive and blah, 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 blah. And pretty much saying that they would not recommend it to anyone, they would not wish it upon anyone, saying that it was really repetitive, they couldn't eat the same food every single day, they couldn't do this, that, the other, they were craving food. Okay. So, I have been counting calories, exclusively just counting calories, for about 6 weeks, and I have lost 6 kilos. Let me just tell you what I ate yesterday, and please let me know if you would be feeling hungry. Yesterday, I had 4 eggs on 2 slices of gluten-free bread with 30 grams of onion, diced up and mixed in, and 28 grams of bocconcini cheese for breakfast. For lunch, I had 4 gluten-free Cruskets with 20 grams of butter, 20 grams of Vegemite, and an apple. For dinner, I had spaghetti noodle angel hair fettuccine style in the Slender brand. I then had 200 grams of Italian diced tomatoes with basil, garlic, and onion added, with 30 grams of mozzarella cheese. I then had as a morning snack an almond butter cookie protein bar from Keep It Cleaner. I had 2 coffees with milk. I then, at the end of the day, had 2 bananas, 1 tablespoon of coconut sugar, and honey mixed on top. That was 1,582 calories. I was 78 calories under my target, and last night I woke up and I had lost 500 grams from eating all of that food. I don't want to come across as dramatic, but this person that was posting this Instagram story, and I don't ever want them to see this video and think that I'm bagging them out, but this is my reaction to their opinion because I don't necessarily agree with what they're saying. Turning around and saying counting calories is crap and you shouldn't do it is not the best thing to say to people that may be struggling to lose weight. Because then, although I was having this discussion with Noah, although calorie counting is so restrictive, well, it can feel restrictive, it can feel repetitive, it can feel like you have no leeway, it is also the best thing to lose weight. It's the best way to get your head around what you're actually doing. Like, there's so many people at the moment that are into this intuitive eating, and these people are at a place in their life where they're either happy with their weight or so happy to maintain their weight, or are happy to go 2 kilos up, 2 kilos down, don't really care, have that flexibility. The only way you are ever going to lose weight is to burn more calories than you are consuming. Telling a group of people that counting calories is wrong and it's restrictive and you wouldn't recommend it is just not the way around it. I just think that it's all well and good if you want to lose 1 to 2 kilos and you think that for 6 weeks you don't want to count your calories because you do think that you're missing out, and this is what gets me is, let's just say in this example we have 2 types of people. Someone that wants to lose 25 kilos or more, 50. Someone that only needs to lose 3 or 5 to get to where they want to be and feel healthy and happy. This person over here cannot rely on eating intuitively, especially if they've come from a background of eating fast food, eating whatever the frick they want, overeating, binge eating, under-eating. There are so many reasons why counting calories is the most amazing and effective way to lose weight. You have to know what you're eating to know how much you have to burn, because logically that's the only way that losing weight works. Then having this person over here that bakes healthy treats, that eats whatever they want, eats whenever they want, goes out for dinner, does this, that, the other, they are going to struggle with counting calories because they have had the flexibility and are able If they're happy at their weight, they are able to have that flexibility to eat whatever the frick they want. And then to then turn around to them and say, you have to cut your calories by 1,000 and you can't have this, you can't have that, you can't have that. They are going to find it hard. They're going to find it restricting and they're going to feel like it's repetitive. But for me, counting calories has been the only thing that has helped me. I have a Fitbit. I know exactly how many calories I lose every single day, give or take 100, 200. Knowing exactly what I've eaten, so my 1,600 calories that I meant to eat, knowing that I burn at least 2,500 to 3,000 calories every single day just makes me feel better, knowing that I'm actually doing the right things and going through the right steps to lose weight. I could not imagine having to lose 40 kilos and hearing someone say, don't count your calories, it's not worth it, it's so restricting, it's awful. And then thinking, crap, okay, what the frick am I meant to do by myself? Move yourself more, go to the gym, go for a walk, take your dog for a walk, drink a lot of water, that sort of stuff. Yes, it helps. If you don't have a rough idea of how much you're eating throughout the day, you could be eating a packaged gluten-free, dairy-free, sugar-free loaf of bread. You could be having like 3 slices a day, but it could be filled with some sort of additive or something that doesn't help. Like it could have like 6,600 calories in those 3 slices, and then you could be eating that with breakfast, with eggs, with something, then your lunch, then your dinner. There's like 2,500 calories that you didn't even know you were eating, and then you sit and you weigh yourself on the scales and you get down on yourself because you're not sure what you're doing wrong because you think you're eating the right things. I just think it's so important for people to know, especially people that struggle with losing weight. Yes, you can do the keto. Yes, you can do the 2-5 diet. Yes, you can do the whatever the freak diet you want. But sustainably and long term, the only way you're going to lose weight is if you burn more calories than you eat for a long, consistent amount of time. Your body gets used to things very quickly. Your body adapts to the diets that you give it very quickly. I have just come off doing 3 weeks of the same meal. I'm the kind of person that can eat the same crap every single day. And I've just come off 3 weeks of doing that, and my weight had plateaued at the same thing. It kind of did a little boop, 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 but pretty much straight plateau at around the same weight. Yesterday, I changed up what I was eating, and I lost 700 grams overnight. I'm just so worked up about this Instagram story because I just think that what someone who already lives a happy, healthy lifestyle and feels comfortable in themselves being able to eat intuitively and knows that they do enough exercise to move themselves and enjoys a healthy snack, you're going to find counting calories really restrictive. Losing weight is like a 6-month or sometimes a year, sometimes longer commitment. It's something that you have to knuckle down and know that for that 6 months, that year, that 2 years of your life, you're going to have to be disciplined, you're going to have to be restrictive, and you might have to eat the same food more than twice a week. My end goal, so at the moment I'm eating 1,500 calories to 1,600 calories depending on the day and whatever. My end goal is to be able to slowly build my calories whilst losing weight, build my calories up to around about 2,200 so that I can eat intuitively. I can figure out and look at food and just kind of maintain my weight. But I have to drop my calories down low. I have to weigh everything that I eat. I have to log everything that I eat for 6 months or so that I can have that big end result of losing weight. There's no quick fix to losing weight. Losing weight is hard. Losing weight is so much harder than putting on weight. It's hard to get the weight off. But you have to commit to yourself, you have to be disciplined enough to do it, and sometimes you have to think greater picture. Like the other night I was having just a sad night. I was crying, I was not okay. Noah was like, didn't know what to do with me. He was like, you're fine, everything's fine. But I was just crying. I didn't know what was wrong with me, but I was just crying. And I just wanted a block of chocolate. Like, I was craving it, that's what I wanted. And I started crying even more when I started to realize that this is how I've got myself into the place that I am. I give in too easily. I eat that block of chocolate and I put myself back 2 days into 2 days back. Instead of going 2 steps forward, I went 2 steps back. And I laid there and I was like, Bethany, you're not going to do that to yourself. You I've told yourself that this time your weight loss journey is going to stick and you're going to do it the right way and you're going to keep it off and you're going to do everything really healthily and well. I know if I'd eaten that block of chocolate, I would have felt so guilty, so upset with myself, and I just don't think that the person who made this Instagram story has ever gone through that thing. I could be completely wrong. They could be someone that's lost 45 kilos. I don't know. But I just think from the Instagram stories and the way that they express their opinion, I just don't think they were thinking about everyone when they were saying that, because as I've said, counting calories is the only logical way to lose weight. You don't have to count your calories, but you need to have a rough idea of how much you're eating and how much you're burning to lose weight. That's the only way it's going to happen. It's the only way that's going to sustainably happen. You need to constantly be changing your calorie intake. I'm not an expert at all. I'm not trying to be an expert. I'm just trying to put my point across that if you ever hear someone say, if you ever have a significant amount of weight to lose, and you hear someone say counting calories is pointless, it's restrictive, it's this, that, the other, it needs to be restrictive. You need to be disciplined. You need to put yourself first and just knuckle down and do it, because you're only going to get results. You're only going to get rewarded if you stick to it properly. You're going to get exactly what you want out of it. That story really fired me up, and if you can't tell, most of what I've said hasn't made sense. But I just want all of you to understand that counting calories, although it may seem restrictive at first and you may feel as if it's a shit way of living and you feel like you can't go out for dinner with your friends and you can't do this and you can't do that, of course you can. You're going to have to be a little bit more careful, and you're going to have to think about things. You may have to look at the menus before you go places, and you may have to really think about your calories for the day if you want to go out for a meal. But your health is ultimately, the way that I look at it, my health is worth so much more than going out for the weekend and drinking, or going out for dinner and just eating a crap load of food. So I'm dedicating all of my time to myself at the moment to fix myself and get my weight to where I want it to be. And in doing that, I have to count my calories, I have to log all my food, and I have to weigh everything. Anyway, I'm not really sure what this video is going to be like when I edit it all together, but I get so frustrated when people try and give other people quick fixes, or try and tell people that losing weight should be fun, it should be easy, it should be this, it should be that. It's gonna be freaking hard, man. You have to put the work in. I was up this morning at 6 o'clock in the morning. I walked on the treadmill for 45 minutes. I'd walked my 5Ks. I then did an hour and a half of cardio and weights. That's the crap that you have to put in to lose weight. Losing weight is hard, and anyone that ever tells you that losing weight is easy is full of crap, because it's freaking hard and you have to be disciplined. What happens most of the time is people go, crap, I want to lose 20 kilos, and Google best ways to lose 20 kilos in 3 months, and don't really think about how that weight loss will be maintainable. And if you drop down to 600 calories, only eating 600 calories for a month, once you go back to eating your normal amount of food again, all that weight's going to come piling back on. So you really need to sit down, have a plan of attack, plan out for 6 whole months what you're going to do, and just be prepared for this weight loss journey, because it's not easy. I don't know how many times I have to say in this video, it's not easy. I'm sorry to have a negative video, but I would love to hear your opinion down below, whether it's agreeing with me, whether it's disagreeing with me, whether it's arguing with me till you're black and blue in the face. I want to know your opinion on this entire video, because I just think what was posted on that Instagram story was very one-sided. As I said, I can see where they were coming from, being an active person and probably having around about the body that they're after. But when you come over here and have to lose 45 kilos, you can't rely on intuitive eating. I have said my piece. I am so sorry that this video was quite negative and quite rambly, but I had to get it out of my system. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did like this rambly, crappy video, please don't forget to give it a like and subscribe down below if you haven't already. And I will see you next time with another video. Goodbye.